and then I woke up at like 3 a.m. to watch the games at 4 a.m. And then I stayed
I
up
feel like,
until
yeah,
11 or something because there was like 2 best of 3s per day. It was something,
that's
I'll tell you that.
crazy.
It
Oh,
was something.
wait, level 1? Yo,
As
they're being chased off.
as per usual.
I, I like how Marcuse's ID is it just sounds like so hype if anything's happening. It's like, Marcuse! You know?
Marcusa, what are you doing, Marcus? Oh, Plunder. Wait, hold up. I'm looking at Plunder here. He's got Halo Blades with Flash and Ghost. So he does not
Mhm.
want to be caught off guard. He wants
Oh.
to output
Oh my
Marcusa. What are
god.
you doing, Marcusa? Is this what she wanted, Jenny?
You gotta exactly. You gotta like force the recall too, right? Because Seravine's got some sustain, but you're not really going to take W at level 1. Plus, you're not going to sustain that much. So I think she went back. Now she does have Biscuit, and it's going to be a long walk into lane. So it's giving Caltis and Colombe a very good opportunity to push the lane early and just like shove. So as it's a bit hard early level to like, you don't really want to be farming under tower. So this is actually very good for us. We do hit the level 2 earlier as well. And you can see Varus
Yeah,
because he also took some damage. He's forced to
Plunder
use, I
has
think, what he
0
used a pot or
CS.
biscuit. Yep.
Plunder has 2 CS now, so that's the first time Plunder's actually hitting the wave. Not having the time of his life, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it's the Nightmare Star as AD carry. I'll tell you that. He's being forced to burn another pot right there. So you can see Caltis and Karma with this extra time, they're actually help Lena right here steal the blue buff. So this is absolutely huge. Actually didn't even need the scrying her because they kind of guessed he's up top.
Oh, Lysia might be in trouble. Does not have Flash. Has Ignite. Didn't bring Flash this game around. Has Ignite and Teleport. Cheetah does use his own Ignite, but that's going to be first blood down in favor of Hydra. It's Karina heavily punishing Steamy in the jungle by taking all of that bot side map. But you have to wonder, will that be worth it on the long run?
Yeah, I mean, Lizia does have the TP, right, because she went Flash Ignite, so she did TP back into lane, so it's not that much time being lost, but ooh, hook shot's gonna land again, and Steamy is back for the return gank. Like, the thing about Flash is that you don't even need to gank you once to realize that to make your Flash down to regank you, they can just pretty much gank you anytime knowing that you don't have Flash. So
this is
another pause.
This is actually one of the first few times that we're seeing Lysia getting heavily punished for over pushing. Like she's doing what Lysia does, which is like over push time and time again. But so far, Lysia has not been punished at all, pretty much, for over pushing. This is the first time this actually happened. The return gang from the Wukong forces Lysia to pull back when the wave is way pushed all the way under Cheetah's tower. So
yeah, I think in the instances like yesterday in particular when we did see Lizia push out lane a lot, she also knew that she had assistance from Karina who would like occasionally visit top lane. In this instance, I think it was because they had such an advantage in the bot side that Karina knew like this was the perfect opportunity to go and steal the enemy blue buff. So your Hydras, you know that top isn't going to have any jungle assistance, and then you see their top laner pushed in and you're like, I mean, am I even a jungler if I don't gank right now? So I mean, just good decision making, you know, from Hydras. It was like they put 2 and 2 together and they were like, it's the Lizia gank. That's what worked.
Rubbing the stiffs, trying to figure out how to make fire. But yeah, it is working out. But at the same time, like, yes, Lizzie is getting punished, but the Wukong is getting is getting punished super heavily as well. So unless Hydras find success in this gang, that Wukong is going to suffer just a teeny weeny little bit. He's not gonna have access to anything in his jungle. Topside is cleared. Bot side is being cleared by Karina. And I'm pretty sure that Karina, as soon as she's done with cycling the bot side jungle, she's going to clear her own bot side, go back into her top side jungle, rinse and repeat. And this is going to starve that Wukong so hard, man.
Yeah, I mean, losing blue isn't the worst for Kong.
No.
I think losing is really what you would like cry in the corner as a jungler about. But like blue, it's like, oh, okay, it's a buff, but it's not the end of the world, you know? Yeah. I mean, for sure, you have to convert some of this time that he's spending going to the lanes in type of tangible advantage like EXP. But it
Hey,
looks like we're back into a frozen
unexpected.
screen. But you know what? After game one that we had yesterday, where there was visual, I would take this any day.
Oh.
You know, it's just a pause. We're gonna make it through this G2 fam. We're making it through. Oh,
All right, there we go.
sweet.
Now we're game.
But,
Our Kuze is still way back. Auto Karina.
gank.
Shuffling through the jungle. In comes Karina. Marcusa still has his flash and heal. Neither will be used. That's a lot of damage. Marcusa is playing with fire here, man.
Yeah, knowing the extent, I think, of how much
Ghost is gone.
damage you can take. So that's really is actually like the various Ghost to Ocean. So they don't have any damage-based summoners bot lane, which is why you can see in any type of like damage trade, eventually they will lose out, but they do win in terms of like the sustained war. And Steamy about to get pincered. Does have a ward in River as well as River
And
Bush.
round number 2, Karina going in. That's a heal gone. Marcusa still with the flash. No heal, no flash, or no ghost on Plander. He's one hit away.
Oh, Steamy's here.
Run! Run, Cultist, run! The Loam does land. The Q's gonna slow down Steaming just a tiny little bit. He's not gonna come into that.
Her heal. Oh my god, discipline on Caldas to freaking not press heal when she sees Steamy running at her from the river? What? I have never seen an AD carry this discipline their heal ever. Oh my god. Kept heal, kept her flash, just like trusted Colombe's E to like give her the MS and shield to survive. Oh my god.
I would have pressed every single button in the book, I'll tell you that much.
I would have flashed the second I saw Wukong, but that's why we're not playing in these leagues, AC. There's
no, not at all.
Very good reason why
here we go.
We're here and not there.
Lizzie now has some access to farm. She's been starved for the past, I don't know, 3-4 minutes maybe. The wave is finally crashing, but it's going to give Sheeta a lot of time to traverse the jungle and find the gank in the mid lane. Tifa has no mana whatsoever. No mana in the mid lane. Tifa flash, Tifa no flash. Gravity field, in comes the ult as well. Under tower, they go for the dive. They take a chunk of damage, but it's not enough. Great kill here by Hydras.
Yeah, I think there might have been a world where there could have been a slightly better positioning, I think, for the stun circumference a bit under tower. It might have caused to take 1 or 2 tower shots, but it wouldn't have changed anything. She still would have died, and none of the Hydra's members would have gone down. But Karina trying to get Dragon right here, 7.5 minutes.
This is good.
One thing that we see a lot, the G2 Hell girls at 7 minutes, they're usually trying to find some type of Dragon play, and it's usually enabled by the fact that their bot lane usually has the lead. So they're about like 15 CS off of Varus, yet they still have time to pick up the early Dragon and rotate over to help Karina. So this is excellent from the G2 Hell squad. This is pretty much what we expect them to do every game. There's a lot of good wards, however, by Hydras. The thing that I found very interesting earlier during the bot side dive was that Hydras actually knew that Karina was coming both those times she went bot side, because they have
Yeah.
the bot just in River Bush, but they know that they're playing versus the King, so they are actually also the spot above Tri Bush, which isn't Tri, but gives you vision when you can see like Karina is trying to make her way and then get into the wall up behind. The Hydras actually like have very good ward coverage versus the Kane. It's not something that like everyone knows how to do.
Wait, Steamy's coming in. How is it that Steamy is at level 6 with Karina? Karina's like 5 camps ahead of Steamy. How does that make sense? What is this catch-up XP?
The math ain't mathin'. The math ain't right. And wow, and Steam gold too. Oh, that's from the kill. That's fine. That's just the extra kill gold. But just looking at camps, they're about like the camp gold is even, which is nuts. The assist. Yeah, I guess the assist is what is giving her that extra boost. But she's like close to 300 gold up. So that would be the kill assist. Making up for the
Wait, Planner is already down in ghosts already as well, again. Planner lost ghost, they're forced to back off. Lom is gonna dive in. Oh, that is big! That is big.
That's so annoying to play against. If you're against a Karma, you pretty much like there is no safe spot for you to recall, because Karma can pretty much R and Q you. She can also speed boost herself first, so she only takes like 1 tower shot on average if she's trying to get a long range Q in. It's gonna delay the recall from the Hydra's bot side. Just be a bit more irritating to play against.
Now, even though it's 0-2 in favor of Hydras, G2 Hell are still pretty steady in terms of gold income.
Oh, nice done.
Yeah. Didn't really amount to much, but yeah, absolutely. The Akali are testing the waters. The Akali is not invincible.
Yeah. She's just trying to chunk out Akali, right? So that, like, you know, give her a bit more space, kind of force her to hit back to base. Tifa and Akali both are running teleport this time around. I think, like, that's also why we haven't really seen a lot of attention over in the mid side, just because they're kind of just content to farm it out. Right there, gonna get rid of the enemy ping. Oh,
that is obnoxious. That is an obnoxious amount of damage. Just 2 Qs and Blender lost 50% of HP. And
this
Blender,
is good timing.
Blender's going on hits.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, no, Blender's going, sorry, my bad. Blender is going, poke.
Lethality
there we go. Exactly, Karina in the front line, forced to back off. As you do see Kaiwa's coming into the bot lane, ruining the lane that Cultist and Cologne set up with so much effort. Karina gets taken down as well, and now it's up to Cultist to try and safeguard herself. Dodges the Cyclone with just a heal and an E. It still has flash to go for. You'll get someone in the bot lane as well.
Yeah, she's choosing to stay in lane because she has the deep ward behind her, which she thinks is giving her like confidence versus a redive from the Wukong. I think G2 Hell had a very good idea at the start, which was when we saw Colum clearing out the pink ward and the bush at the top. Right there, it was like literally less than 10 seconds before Karina showed up. So they planned for that gank. We don't know Wukong is still here. Well, this has some flash. She's gotta be careful.
Steamy question mark.
They could take her down
Cologne.
with an RQ.
No, Cologne doesn't have an RQ anymore, and planned like Cultist doesn't have enough mana. She doesn't want to spend flash there. I guess that's the safe call at the end of the day. But Steamy could have been in trouble there. All in coming in from Sheeta. Lizia trying to fight with everything she has, but the chunk on true damage solo kills Lizia in the top lane. Not a good look.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think that Camille, she's got her first item completed. It's just item diff at this point. You look at Lysia's item, she's got the plated stew caps blasting one, and like it's just a bunch of piecemeal items here and there. So it's pretty much item diff. I think like at this point in time, she can't she's not gonna win the 1v1 versus Camille. Props to Hydras for recognizing this though, and then going for the 1v1. So things not looking too great as of now. We're about 2,000 gold down. I think Hydra's recognized that they're strong right now and that
Mm-hmm.
this is their opportunity to take the second dragon. I think that what Hydras has done was they recognized how far behind they were in bot side, and then they just pretty much called for Steamy to camp bot and stay bot so that the Varus could come back into this game. So just recognized what they were doing wrong, I think, and fixing it pretty fast. The thing for us, though, is that we need to kind of rectify that to make up for the goal that we lost. So hopefully we can make a couple of adaptations because we're going to need them fast.
Okay. I mean, those adaptations should be coming in the shape of some pressure in the spot lane. Altus is still solid. We're looking for the first few items. And Karina, despite everything we've talked about, Karina has not gotten her evolution just yet. We're already 14 minutes in.
Yeah, Steam just had such good pressure in the last 5 minutes or so, just making sure he visits all the lanes that like on the way through camps to add that little bit of pressure. Calipus has had the Sheen. Usually the way you want to like play around the Sheen, you want to like make sure you get your first A down and like optimize that and then maybe hit back out. So you don't necessarily need to go for extended trades. Oh, the sidestep, the predict. I think she thought that the Q would be shot right. Still really close. She is still up in CS though.
Yeah, the thing is Hydras are controlling the vision really, really well. They know exactly where Karina is. They know exactly the pathing that she's taking. The G2L are not really concerned about defensive vision right about now. They're gonna go for Sheeta. A lot of chunk of damage coming in on top of Lysia. Sheeta might be in trouble. Karina taking a lot of damage. Goes into ult. In comes Steamy the Cyclone. The equalizing spell finishes it up, and that's 2-0 in favor of Hydras. Every single engage attempt, G2 held backfire completely.
Yeah, I mean, oh, that's so aggressive, and she doesn't have her stun anymore.
Flash. Yep.
Oh man, Akali
it's happening again.
Akali's way too big at this point. The thing is, so like Tifa was also forced to go Merc Treads, right? Because you're versus the Akali, they've got a bunch of CC. So the thing is, it's kind of forced her to like be a bit behind in terms of items. I think she's trying to build the Morello right now, but she's not done. So that also has set her behind. She's got the tier as well. So again, like Lysia, she just has a whole bunch of items, but no completed mythic yet. And just the combination of the Proto Belt from Akali plus the rest of her kit, I think like the one item spike on Akali is very strong. So Hydras just know how to push their advantage, I guess.
Oh man.
Holy cow, she's like 1,400 gold up off of Tifa in the lane.
We have another 1,400 in the top lane as well. More even. Tifa getting ganked again. Gravity field comes down. Karina, a little bit too late to the party, but still trying to get some semblance of an equalization here coming. The flash is good. Might be in trouble. Hello for the save. Kawaz ults into the wall, and that's kill number 1 for G2 Hell. Huge shutdown for the support too.
700 gold in the bag, I think was the shutdown from the Akali. So that's a pretty sweet bounty. She has such a large bounty that even after they collected 700, she still has a 150 gold bounty again if you kill her a second time. So definitely great work from the side of the G2L squad. I think you were talking about the catch-up EXP, from Wukong, but catch-up gold also a bit broken. since last year on League of Legends with the bounty. The thing about like, the
Catch-up
bounty, you can
gold?
be like,
Did you call it catch-up
mean,
gold?
I mean, come on. I mean, like you could be behind. You could be like 0-1-0, and you would still have a bounty. Like sometimes, like I don't feel
Because
like
it's
that
based
should be
on total
right.
gold farmed.
Yes, I know, but I don't, and like it's your way back into the game. I understand the theory, but you know, I just feel like bounty should be if you literally have kills, that's what the word means. You know, you have a bounty on your head so that it encourages like the citizens to go look for you and like turn you into the cops.
Well, in this case, they're turning into themselves, you know, public justice and all that. As you see them, I just posturing around the dragon. This is the third dragon of the game, and it's already an infernal.
This is not the one that G2
wants to give up. Cultist takes a lot of damage. Plander in trouble. That's a flash. That's a charm. Plander trying everything that he can to get out of there as the dragon is being executed by the rest of the Hydra squad. Kali already moving herself over to the bot side of the map to try to stop this engage. So Cultist and Cologne cannot keep up with this trade.
Yeah, this is a rough dragon to give up to Hydras, and Steamy's also at the point where she just can solo dragon. All the rest of his squad need to do is just make sure that no one else can show up, but he can pretty much take dragon by himself, which makes it so hard to defend. So Karina's only just now showing up, gonna get some camps. There's this scrying orb just popped in Tribers to make sure that Kaldis can push out safely. Steamy's gonna steal Raptors right here. They do want to try and catch out Tifa, who has a good grasp of the timing, so she's actually going to head back into base. Has TP, probably will TP into lane. It's one of the things we haven't seen all that much this game, which is the Akali or Victor teleporting to help a skirmish that brings out elsewhere in the fight. So far, they've pretty much only used TP to get back into lane and farm. But here's Shelly. It's a 3v1. I think Karina
does not want to be
this.
here. Or you wouldn't want Karina to be there, but they at least save the tower for the time being. It's super, super low, but it's still a tower. It's still up. It's still going.
Yeah.
They already lost first breaking the top.
That's true. I think the saving grace for G2 Hell is that despite being like 1 in 10 and 9 kills and about 4,000 gold down, Hydras actually haven't been able to convert the gold advantage into towers. So they've been able to like, you know, convert, like they're higher up in terms of items. They've gotten like 2 dragons, some neutral objectives, but they haven't been able to break open the map. So we still have like bot tier 1, we still have mid tier 1. That's, you know,
We're waiting for the bounty. We're waiting
for
the brick bounties. That's what we're doing right now.
That's true. The higher up they are, the more bounty you get. That's,
exactly.
200
it's
IQ.
A bigger push
I
back
never
into
thought
the
of
game.
it that way.
It's a bigger push back into the game. You just have to play patiently,
Copium.
you know?
Copium.
Still, we're only 20 minutes into the game. This is fine. Just a matter of finding the positioning for the future objectives. We have 2 minutes and 40 seconds for the next dragon. The Baron Asher is already alive and kicking in the Summoner's Rift, but right now I don't feel like any of the teams are in a position to really contest it.
Yeah, it's hard for us right now because, as you can see, what they're doing is we are grouping because we need to be very worried about the Fed Akali, who can pretty much solo anyone right now. Nice dodge from the Varus Q. And Karma just naturally, especially with her speed boost, didn't even need it then, can dodge out those Varus Qs pretty easily. Karina just trying to find a good angle, a good spot. They don't quite have the minion wave there for a dive, however. A good rotation. Tifa's just here in bot, just in time to pick up the mid wave before it crashes into the tower.
It's a game of the patience. It's the patience of the game. You gotta be the patience. You gotta take it slow, take it easy, because you need to farm up now. This is, I mean, all things considered, I mean, this is, I guess, the best case scenario for G2 because we're at the 22-minute mark and they're not trying to force a fight. They're just trying to farm up. Keep on stalling the game. Keep on trying to get items. So I believe that this is actually a positive stance for G2 Hell to be on. One does get caught off, flashes out the stun, the charm. Still eats the piercing arrow. But no kills fall in favor of the Hydras. Karina over the wall.
She had to be so careful right there in case the Bear's Q took her down, but was able to dodge that one, thankfully. But because she's chunked so low and is forced to recall, Hydras might not be positioned to start Baron. I think Camille is going to back out, so they're not going to go for a bit of a early Baron because actually it's 50 seconds to Dragon, so they could want to make sure that, you know, they don't lose a member at Baron, do anything risky, so they can absolutely secure the next Dragon, I think is what they're doing. Push mid, maybe get mid tier 1, get a bit more space, convert that into their third Drake. So we'll see actually the TP down towards the bot side from Akali.
Boing.
Oh, they're actually not gonna try for Dragon just yet? Okay, they pushed out bot, so now they're gonna set up for Dragon. I don't think G2 Hell are in the best position or prepared for this. However, it is 10 seconds. I'm not sure
10
if they
seconds?
want to fight.
They have to, I believe. They have to try something to go for the, to try to counterbalance the fact the Hydras are moving in for the third Dragon, right? They have to try something. And I don't feel like a pick on Cheetah. A pick on Cheetah is not the way to go.
Oh.
Unless it is.
They can always play for late, right? I think that's what the G2 Hell squad are probably telling themselves right now, which is like, calm down, just play for late. We're the squad with the Victor, Gwen, as well as Ezreal. And you look at Hydra's side, Akali's gonna fall off. I mean, Varus will be good late, but I mean, like, you know, you kind of have a bit better scaling.
That's a flash.
Hydra's
That's a kill, Kaiwaz! The all-in on Cultist. You can't do anything against that.
Yeah, especially
unless punished.
Not when you don't have your
That's a
Skarma
kill.
with you.
That is
the
a nice
team
pick.
game right there. You can't 1v1er, you 3v1er.
Oh! The double knock-up on Karina, but the Cyclone comes in. Karina's forced to back off, and there's no towers to go for. The Ignite is set. Karina is grievously wounded. She goes down for the kill as well. 12-2 on the board. Another tower in favor of Hydras. Baron?
The thing that G2L has done well is that in the last 5 minutes, they've managed to keep the gold lead to like 4,000 to 5,000. I mean, like at 20 minutes, having a gold diff of 5k isn't the greatest, but the fact that it hasn't gotten any bigger, I think says a lot for the G2 Hell squad. Oh, we did get fooled by the pause. But
it's okay.
I think
I
it's
like
over.
the screen better. You can see the mute AC sign behind me that the production crew has been censoring all this time. This actually has a story. It was given to me on a live event. Oh, there's another pause, I think. Is that a pause? Oh, okay. It's a normal break after the pause. Thank you, production. Appreciate that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's a mute AC sign behind me that was gifted to me on a live event a few years back. I used to, yeah.
Yeah, well, you worked hard for it. You deserve it, you know? Get it, King. Get that bag. Get that sign.
Get that mute AC sign. Yeah, let's go for that. Oh, man. The effort
Get that
behind this is
G2
phenomenal.
jersey. Come on.
Maybe this is the curse. Maybe the G2 jersey being hung next to me is the curse.
Oh,
for
maybe
G2
you
Hell.
are the curse. I've been wondering this.
You hate
why
to think it.
Why didn't you wear it yesterday or today? Why? I mean, you have it. Why don't you wear it?
Because it's chilly. And it is a jersey, so it's, you know, I don't want to get it dirty. It's really cool.
So you're telling me you're not wearing the G2 jersey that you have for a G2 game because laundry?
What are you? Why do you do this to me?
I'm kidding.
Why are you like this?
I'm sorry. I just don't want to talk about how far behind we
It
are.
was! It was!
Whoa.
Had a negative IQ moment in G2. Gain a breath of fresh air. No assassin means that Cultist is free to dish out damage, and it stopped Hydra's play for Baron here.
That was absolutely clutch. I did not see how Tifa won that 1v1, but the thing is, based off of gold, based off of kit, she absolutely should not have been able to 1v1 Akali at the current time.
Glow in the front line.
No.
Karina knocks off the Steamy. The Steamy goes down. Back to base you go. Sheeta still in the front line. Takes down Karina. That's no smite on either side to contest any objectives whatsoever. Tifa bring up. Sheeta goes back in. Cultist disengages. He immediately pulls back as the protocol comes through. The stun is in. The damage is good. Lysia gets taken down by Plander. They still have the wave clear, but they don't have anything else to chase down in the kills.
Yeah, it was a 3v3. The thing is, Hydra also had the TP advantage because it was Akali that went down. So they had the TP advantage to make it a man advantage. But it's good that Hydras aren't, deciding to push this further into the mid-side tier 2. So we will be able to keep that tower still up for now. Also, we managed to defend Baron, I think. So we've got at least that going for us.
Hold up.
And...
Is that a Brawler's Claw?
Your voice suddenly, it sounds
I know,
so
I
good.
got closer.
I mean, it sounded good before.
I got closer to the mic.
Wow.
Like, is that a
Changing like
Brawler's
this?
Claw on Varus? Is that a
What?
melee Varus build?
What?
That's
Yo, I
a
thought he was
Brawler's
going to
Claw
build-
on Varus, yo.
I thought
What?
he was going to build standard because he started Serrated Dirk with tier.
You would think so.
Which, yeah, which is like, oh, standard Varus, sweet.
Kaiwas, Cologne flashes in for Kaiwas, forces the flash out or the disengage completely from the Akali as G2 turn around for the fight. Teleport gets cancelled out in the top lane by Sheeta. And now Lysia might be in trouble. The trade is good. Lysia does not want to go back into that, but it could have been a positive trade. Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit risky. I think Camille is another champ that, you play around her CD. When she has her hook up, she has her combo up, right? So, like, if you look like you're winning, if you go back in and then she can just turn around and Q you into oblivion. So I think Lysia was just being a bit more careful about that possibility. Dragon is up. There is the Victor over the back to tell that they're doing it.
Cultist is what is that
God.
damage? I mean, expected damage coming out from the Akali. Karina tries to hero her way into the pits, but the dragon inevitably falls for Hydra's Esports.
Okay, respectfully, what was that Akali burst? Oh my god, like 8-3 Akali burst, what? That was crazy. They left absolutely no time for any type of save onto the Ezreal. It just all happened so fast.
It did. Cologne in the front line once again, trying to find a pick on Sheeta. Sheeta still untouchable on the Camille. Nobody can stop the scissor leg lady. Doesn't have flash. Man, don't even have flash and he's still 306.
This is rough, man. I don't know. I don't know if we have a lot of viable options back into this game. Like we were saying, we have underscaling late game, right? But the thing is, 9k for better scaling is a bit too much of a difference. It's not ideal. Usually you're hoping for like maybe around like 6 to like 8,000 tops gold difference into late game, and that's already kind of pushing it. Yeah.
Wait. Big Boy Jerry in the chat just gifted a sub.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you, Big Boy Jerry 128.
Nice, Big Boy Jerry. Thank you, Big Boy. Appreciate that. But still, regardless.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate for real. Oh, Lysia. A chunk of damage. Get in trouble. That's the ultimate. Karina off to a good defense here. The stopwatches go through. Tifa tries to get the kill, but the shutdown falls in favor of Karina. G2 on the other side of the map. They're losing every single tower coming in Cologne. Over the wall. Nice little bit of damage, but not enough to deter the push from Hydra as they're all collapsing topside. Inhibitor's exposed.
I mean, I don't know if it's copium or hopium that I'm smoking, but somehow I still feel like this game might be winnable. What do you think?
It is
Casey?
winnable until the Nexus goes boom. We are in the game, and I have hope that we can still push it through. We just need to scale. It's just about the scaling, you know. My motto is you can't get more than 6 items. That's it. Once you get to 6 items, it's all about mechanics. And Hydras are gonna be on their wits' end soon enough. Callie's nearly full build. It's okay. This is very much winnable.
That's
yes.
true. That is true. Come max build, gold difference means pretty much nothing at that point once both sides are full build.
Can't wait for Riot to release a champion. I was gonna say, can't wait for Riot to release a champion that can hold 7 items.
Does Cassiopeia count because she doesn't need boots? So technically she gets like all 6. You know how like when you're full build and people have so much gold they sell their boots and then they buy like another item? But like Cass
I've seen more and more. I've seen like more and more people or pro players even not going straight into boots. Even
Ditch
if it's
boots.
like just ditch boots entirely. Like it doesn't happen that often, but it's been happening more and more.
It used to be like just like standard like the if you don't think about it you just do it naturally, right? Oh my god, she gotta be careful, man. She don't want to be dived. You don't want to be done.
How do you? You don't want to do what I know. You don't want to be alivened. Not at all. Karina chasing him now. Marcusa. Shot barrage misses completely. Marcusa now has a cane. Karina in the back does get the kill while hyper focusing on plunder as Tifa, Karina, or Tifa, Colombe, and Cultus are trying to move their way out of the fight. Karina hyper focusing on the back, leaving her carries in the back, completely exposed, and Hydra's ace G to hell in the bot lane.
That's really rough to see, man. I think Lysia tried her absolute best to try and take down 2 people in the back. Shada right there, not. I mean, you know, you don't need to calculate damage at this point, right?